Hey guys, Megadeth Jason here, and welcome to another edition of my Madden 2017 franchise. It is week number 13, and we play the 4-7 Detroit Lions. Before we get into that, let's take a look at the standings where we're at right now. I don't think I've done this year in a while. Right now we are 9-2. We're 2 games ahead of Green Bay, 4 games ahead of Chicago, and 5 ahead of Detroit. So Detroit's pretty much out of the running. Chicago still has a chance. Green Bay still fighting it out here for the division. We have 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 left to go. Let's take a look at some of where we're at awards-wise right now. 29th rated offense in the NFL. And number 1 rated defense in the NFL. And as you can see on the far left, Teddy Bridgewater is 11th in passing yardage, 3rd in touchdowns, 9th in passer rating. Peterson is 17th in rushing yards, 25th in touchdowns. And Rudolph is 4th in receiving yards and 6th in receiving touchdowns. Let's go ahead and see weekly awards really quickly. Kenny Stills, in week 9, he had 5 receptions for 200 yards and 2 TDs. Bridgewater in week 11, 3 passing TDs, 353 passing yards. And Peterson last week, 205 yards and 2 TDs. Let's take a look at where we're at. Yearly awards so far. MVP, Andy Dalton is in the lead. We have Teddy Bridgewater at 6th. Coach of the Year right now is myself, followed by Rex Ryan. In the NFC for us, since Player of the Year, Cam Newton is number 1. We have Bridgewater at 5th. Defensive Player of the Year has Luke Kuechly at number 1. We have no one in that category. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we have LeBradford Pinnock at 6 and Nicholas Levy at 9. Currently, the leader is Javonte Beck from the Carolina Panthers. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Russell Towns from the Eagles. We most likely don't have anyone there. Best QB, Teddy Bridgewater. Best running back, Todd Gurley. Peterson is 5th. Best wide receiver, Julio Jones. We have no receivers at this point. Offensive lineman, Tyron Smith. Best defensive lineman, Robert Nkemdiche. We have no one. Best linebacker, Kuechly. We have no one. Best defensive back, Shane Perry from Green Bay. Xavier Rhodes, 2nd. We've never had anybody this high listed. I mean, Mackenzie Alexander at 9th. Best kicker is Blair Walsh so far. Statistically, let's take a look at some of our team stats so far. Bridgewater, 2,656 yards. He has a 66% completion percentage, 115.5 rating. Touchdown interception ratio is 25 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Rushing right now, obviously Peterson leads the team in rushing with 645 yards, followed by Javarius Allen, 240. Receiving wise, we have Rudolph. LeBradford Pinnock is 421 receiving yards. Treadwell is 349. Kenny Stills 441. Nicholas Levy 192, and Jeffrey Applewhite with 231. Currently, our team leader in touchdowns is Rudolph, followed by Treadwell and Nicholas Levy. So let's go ahead and get this game started with Detroit, and then I will follow up here at the end of the game.
In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Lions coming in at 4-7, going up against the Vikings, who come in at 9-2. The weather outside in Detroit was down into single digits, but let's go inside to Ford Field as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Deep drop. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. We get a look now at the offensive starting unit for the Detroit Lions, and one big target they have at tight end is Eric Ebron.
And they are ready for him to fulfill his promise because he was drafted to be a game breaker. Big target, guy who could block at the line of scrimmage, but really get downfield and make plays against defenders, overmatch them. They haven't seen enough of that yet. They want to come to the front in 2016.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Here's Stafford now on second down. Finding time. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Xavier Rhodes is a cornerback who does not mind being physical. Whether he's covering passes or coming up in the run game, he's going to be there to make an impact.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing on third down, Stafford. It's caught, Jones. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning, and then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Now it's Stafford. Brought in left side by Snead. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be first down Detroit.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because It's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
To me, the best part of Teddy Bridgewater's game is his decision-making. Very smart, loves to watch the game, loves to analyze it, and he does it so well, he takes care of the football and keeps his team in good spots.
And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. Give him 11 on the gain there, and that leads to a Minnesota first down.
Kyle Rudolph doing his job and making another nice catch. Come on, it's the month of December. You knew he was going to be there, right?
I knew you were going to go there. Surveying the field. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Let's go. Way 90.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series, 3rd and 13. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. So off is Bridgewater, on the kicker Blair Walsh on 4th down. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Vikings defense ready to head back out there now. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying hits in this one.
And these are for real, okay? As you watch, think about putting yourself in that spot, about being the ball carrier or the receiver.
I don't want to.
And then taking that shot, it is something else. It's not like when we were watching that video clip where they showed you how they make sounds for movies.
There they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
On first down, Abdullah. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Again, it's Abdullah. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Stafford firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Fresh set of downs here.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run here. Abdullah. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they'd prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Throwing is Stafford. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Holding offense.
So 2nd and 10 here. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They go play action here on first down. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, Bridgewater. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and it's 3rd and short.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Bridgewater, and he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you go.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On first down, Stafford here. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop.
All right, boys, here we go.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. A dump off for Abdullah. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved.
Ball start, offense.
Stafford looks to throw again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And Stills over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Second down following the run.
Set, waiting.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
In the red zone this time.
Set, waiting.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. Backing up. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Burton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Lions defense now back onto the field. And the interception the last time, their third takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost as it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Bridgewater fakes a give to Peterson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. Stays on his feet. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action now. Bridgewater. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country. And at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Buck Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And so we have the touchdown now. Here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. That room to run, just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
It was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Burton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. They run. Abdullah. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the two-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They come out with one back and three tight ends. The drive starts with a run by Allen. And a cut to the right and some open field here. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching.
Get ready! Way 90! Way 90!
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down and 6. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. They'll run with Allen, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run. This is Allen, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Buck Allen, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And it is good, and the lead will swell to 9. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Our eyes shift now to the Vikings defense. They've had a couple passing touchdowns against them in this game, and that last drive they really got picked apart.
They've got to figure out how to tighten things up because no matter what they've done, whatever adjustments they've made, offense has been a step ahead of them. So they've got to figure it out. Usually, a sack of the quarterback can help change the momentum.
Maybe bring some pressure.
I think maybe a little bit of pressure would help them greatly.
On first down, Stafford here. He's got time in the pocket. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
And 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st down, it's Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Alone to the right is Jones. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jacquez Smith. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Third down, 15 yards still needed. They'll come out in the pistol. Third and long, it's Stafford. Finding time. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Linval Joseph in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, boys, here we go.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th. Under pressure, they got him again. Emerson Griffin in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here's Allen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Buck Allen, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And so we have the touchdown now. Here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Stafford on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup. And it'll be first down Lions. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a first down throw. Stafford surveying the field. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, man.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And he'll get this in. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run. They stay on the ground with Allen. And he'll get this. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
Let's go.
Now Allen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a carry for Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down Vikings. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And now here's a carry heading left. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Bridgewater here to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Back on day 1, they said they were capable of winning 10 games this year. They said that in this locker room. They were right. This makes it an even 10.
There you have it, folks. Minnesota Vikings defeat the Detroit Lions 31-16. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats here. An awful day by Bridgewater. 51.7 QB rating, 10 for 20 for 228 yards. 50% completion percentage, obviously. No touchdowns, 3 picks. Rushing, Javarius Allen, 14 carries for 101 yards, a 7.2 yard average and 3 TDs. Peterson was having a rough start to things. He had 5 carries for 10 yards. put in Allen, and Allen started tearing it up. So I may have to consider using Allen moving forward to get that running game going. Peterson has seemed to be inconsistent for me this season when he's played. Receiving, obviously, being we didn't get to pass the ball all that much. Not too many people with receptions. Kyle Rudolph, 5 for 106. Kenny Stills, 3 for 105. Laquan Treadwell, 1 for 7. And Jeffrey Applewhite, 1 for 10. Defensively, 2 sacks by Linval Joseph, 1 by Everson Griffin, and 1 by Jacquez Smith. Interceptions, we had D Ford with 1. So I'm going to go ahead and end there, folks, and I will see you in the next game.